At the dawn of World War I, the Western Front became synonymous with the deafening roar of artillery, a harbinger of the unprecedented destruction and trench warfare that would characterize the conflict. The outbreak of war in 1914 saw the deployment of massive artillery pieces by both Allied and Central powers, fundamentally altering the nature of warfare and setting the stage for the grueling battles that unfolded along the Western Front. The arsenal unleashed a variety of artillery pieces as the nations mobilized their forces for what was initially expected to be a swift and decisive conflict. The artillery played a central role. The artillery pieces employed on the Western Front were diverse, ranging from traditional field guns to heavy howitzers and enormous railway guns. These weapons came in various calibers, with some capable of firing shells several miles away. 1. Field guns, light, mobile, and maneuverable. Field guns were the backbone of artillery on the Western Front. They were used to provide direct support for infantry and played a crucial role in early battles. 2. Howitzers, distinguished by their shorter barrels and the ability to fire shells in a high trajectory. Howitzers were instrumental in delivering explosive shells over enemy trenches. They were particularly effective in hitting targets hidden behind cover. 3. Heavy guns and siege howitzers. The Western Front saw the introduction of massive artillery pieces, including heavy guns and siege howitzers. These weapons were capable of firing large caliber shells over considerable distances, wreaking havoc on enemy fortifications. 4. Railway guns, mounted on specially designed railway cars. Railway guns were colossal artillery pieces that could be transported and deployed quickly. They were used to target strategic locations and disrupt enemy infrastructure. The impact of artillery barrages. At the outbreak of World War I, the doctrine of firepower gained prominence. Artillery barrages were employed extensively to soften enemy defenses before infantry assaults. The devastating effect of these barrages, both physically and psychologically, was a defining feature of the Western Front. The sheer volume of shells fired during a barrage was staggering. The prolonged bombardments created a desolate landscape, transforming once fertile fields into lunar-like craters. The devastation caused by artillery shells, coupled with the advent of trench warfare, led to the establishment of intricate trench systems that became a defining characteristic of the Western Front. Trench warfare and counter-battery operations. As the conflict settled into the quagmire of trench warfare, artillery became an essential tool for both attack and defense. Counter-battery operations, aimed at locating and neutralizing enemy artillery positions, became a strategic imperative. This led to the development of advanced techniques, such as sound ranging and aerial reconnaissance, to pinpoint the locations of enemy guns. In addition to conventional artillery, gas shells were introduced, ushering in a new era of chemical warfare. The deployment of gas, whether chlorine, phosgene, or mustard gas, added another layer of horror to the already devastating impact of artillery on the Western Front. The toll on human lives. The power of artillery on the Western Front was undeniable, but it came at an immense cost in human lives. The relentless bombardments subjected soldiers to unimaginable conditions, both physically and mentally. Trenches offered some respite from the deadly shelling, but the constant threat of artillery fire created an environment of perpetual fear and uncertainty. At the outbreak of World War I, the deployment of artillery on the Western Front marked a paradigm shift in the nature of warfare. The immense firepower, destructive capabilities, and strategic importance of artillery fundamentally reshaped the battlefield. As the war progressed, artillery played a central role in shaping the brutal realities of trench warfare, leaving an indelible mark on the collective memory of the Great War. The echoes of those thunderous artillery barrages continue to resonate through the pages of history, a haunting reminder of the price paid for technological innovation and the pursuit of victory.